Hello friends, my name is Jose Ignacio. In this video, we're going to take a look at how the CRM and website apps are integrated and how to create a web form that will bring the leads rolling into your business. As is often the case, I found myself reflecting on the words of the psychologist Carl Jung, who said, "Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries." Wow, pretty deep. From there, my musings drifted over to the most important kind of integrations, app integrations. If you know Odoo, and I'm sure you Odoo, you see what I did there? It's a good little one. Anyways, I'm sure you know that Odoo is all about integration between its apps. With the 50 main applications designed to work alongside each other, Odoo makes it easy to say, design a form for your website that allows customers to reach out to you, which gathers valuable data and contact info that makes it super easy for your sales team to follow up and turn leads into opportunities and then into sales. Which is great because that's exactly what my business, Stealthy Wood, needs. Stealthy Wood, wood solutions, so good you won't believe your eyes. Anyway, follow along with me as I go through the process of creating a web form and raking in those sweet, sweet leads. Okay, to begin, we're going to need to make sure that the leads have been enabled in the CRM app's configuration settings, and the website app is also installed on our database. Why? Well, you can't have a web form without a website, can you? So let's go ahead and open up the website application over here. Perfect. I've already gone through this process, but when you first install the website app, it'll guide you as you build your own custom website. We're going to cover that in another video, but for now, just rest easy knowing that even if you aren't a web designer, Odoo's got your back. When I was building the website, it said a couple of options were available. And I said, well, lead generation is important to me. And that's how the app knew to create this contact us page over here in the heading. Let's actually click that and see where it takes us. All right, naturally enough, it's taken us to a contact us form. And this is a pretty simple form, boilerplate, I might even add, but let's fill it out so that you can see what it does. Please note, I did a little bit of prep before filming, so if you just created a website, your form will behave a bit differently. I'm going to talk about what I changed in a minute. Anyway, back to the form. So for our name, John Doe, client. Okay, phone number. Well, it's actually optional. It's not mandatory. We don't have an asterisk there, so we can move on. Email is johndoe@test.com. This is fake YouTube, just so that you know. Our company is called John Doe's Company. Very real. Our subject matter is today sustainability. Thank you for enunciating these things with me. It helps me spell it out. All right, now that we've got our nice little question here, we're ready to hit submit. Boom. Message was sent, and your would-be customer can go about their day. But what just happened on our end? So back on our form, we're going to select our edit button up in the top right corner. Perfect. This activated the web editor, which lets you create blocks of web elements and click and drag them so that you can easily design a web page. It's pretty neat, but for our purposes, what we really care about is clicking into web elements and then editing them. So let's start by selecting our submit button in the bottom right over here. And let's see what the editor tells us is going on. All right, that's a lot of blocks that we happen to have, but we're kind of focusing down over here on this nice little action area. So see in this section where for the action it says create an opportunity. Now, like I said earlier, I did a little bit of preemptive configuring here. Normally this form is set to, in this case, if we click on it, we have send an email, which is by default the normal option. And then also we have our sales person and our sales team as well to none. And not to, in our case, we're going to have it set to sales. And for salesperson, we're going to go with anyone in here. Perfect. All right, we're going to select them because they happen to be a winning salesman. But I went in and set mine to create an opportunity and filled out all of these fields before filming because I'm stealthy like that. So one difference between having the form set to send an email versus create an opportunity is that the company field is mandatory when creating opportunities, but not when sending emails. That's because behind the scenes, a lead is created, and by default, company names are required on those leads. Anyways, let's talk about these fields. So the sales team one that we have right there, this lets you send opportunities directly to a sales team that you've created in the CRM or sales apps. If you haven't created a sales team, never fear. Odoo creates a sales team for you by default. It's called Sales. Bet you didn't see that coming. Now, in the salesperson dropdown that we have over here, let's actually change this once again. So inside of this nice little dropdown, you'll find a list of internal users who have been granted any kinds of sales access, whether that's over just their own documents or in an admin for the database. Both of these fields can be active and customized. You can even have the chosen salesperson be someone unaffiliated with the chosen sales team. Say if you wanted leads to go to a sales team for follow up and a separate sales manager for visibility. So that's how you configure a form. But what do you do once a customer has filled it out and click submit? To find out, let's take a look at the CRM app. Over in the CRM app, you're going to find the pipeline dashboard with the My Pipeline filter over here enabled by default. What you do next depends on whether or not you've enabled leads in the CRM app settings. Remember, Odooers, if you don't have leads enabled in the CRM app settings, web forms like ours will skip over the lead list and create opportunities instead. But since we do have leads enabled in our settings, let's click leads over here. All right, perfect. So there's our lead, sustainability right there. So clicking into it, you're going to see that it has all of the details from the contact form automatically entered, as well as an automatically calculated probability of success. From here, we can convert this lead to an opportunity, mark it lost, follow up with John Doe, whatever makes sense for our business, and even have AI probability calculations. And there you have it. We've seen how to easily set up leads and their forms on our website, how to edit a form, and how those website leads are integrated with the CRM app. But I can hear you asking yourself, now that I've got a pipeline full of leads and opportunities, what do I do with them? How do I track them? Great question. A question that we're going to answer in another video. Until then, keep on doing it, and we will too.